There are people who work hard their entire lives, yet money keeps slipping away like water through their fingers. They switch jobs, try different investment strategies, but very few realize the real problem might come from the colors inside their own home. Hello, I am Master Han. Colors are not just for decoration. They are energy frequencies that guide the flow of air and energy throughout your house. And that flow, that is your money flow. When the energy inside your living space gets frozen, your wealth will come to a halt too. You might be living in a beautiful home, but still feel tired, unmotivated, and constantly wonder why your career or finances never seem to move forward. The reason is not bad luck. It is a color in your home that could be weakening your entire wealth energy. In this video, I'm going to reveal the one color you should absolutely never let dominate your house, because it is the reason behind financial loss, stagnant energy, and why good fortune never stays for long. And more importantly, I will show you how to transform that energy so you can turn your home into a space that nurtures prosperity, warmth, and abundance. But before we begin, go ahead and write a positive affirmation in the comments, something like, I welcome abundant energy into my life. Because the moment you write it down, the energy of prosperity is already moving in your direction. If you want to learn how to keep your money grow, your wealth, and attract financial luck, subscribe to the channel Master Han, Feng Shui for Wealth today. Every week, I will share with you simple, practical Feng Shui principles that can make a real visible difference in your life and your financial well-being. Before you find out which color might be silently draining your wealth, let me first help you understand how color shapes the flow of energy inside your home, the very place where prosperity begins. Every color is not just something we see with our eyes. It carries a vibrational energy that directly affects our emotions, behaviors, and the flow of air within the living space. When a color is overused, it sets a dominant frequency that controls the entire home. That frequency can either uplift or weaken the energy of abundance. In modern Feng Shui, energy is not some mysterious force. It is simply how a space responds to light materials and human emotion. A warm color makes us feel more open, connected, and emotionally available. A cool color tends to make us withdraw, disconnect, and freeze up. Money opportunities and good fortune all follow that same energy flow. When the energy is open and circulating, life feels easier, work flows more smoothly, and finances feel more stable. On the other hand, when energy gets stuck, people living in that space may feel tired, unfocused, or lost. Just observe what happens when you walk into a bright, warm room full of life. You instantly feel lighter and more hopeful. But if the room is dark, heavy, and cold, your body tenses up and you naturally want to leave. That is your body reacting to the energy frequency of color. Your home works the same way as your body. When energy flows freely, you feel healthy and ready to succeed. But when it gets blocked, your life starts to feel stuck. Once you understand this, it becomes clear why choosing the right color matters so much. Because color does more than make a space look pretty, it controls the rhythm of your home's breathing, and with it, the rhythm of your financial life. Now that you understand the hidden power of color, let me reveal to you the one color that might be silently draining your wealth without you even realizing it. That color is dark gray, a tone many people love for its modern, elegant, and minimalist look. But in the realm of Feng Shui for wealth, dark gray represents cold, heavy, and stagnant energy. And that is exactly the kind of energy that weakens prosperity. This is not superstition. From an energy perspective, dark gray is a color of absorption. It does not reflect light. It does not create movement. When light gets absorbed, the space loses vitality, and the energy inside becomes so still it freezes. And when energy stops moving, so does money, because wealth needs motion to flow. Money, opportunities, and luck all share one thing in common: movement. They are drawn to spaces that feel alive, warm, and open. A home filled with dark, heavy gray is like a closed door. It may look beautiful on the outside, but inside it feels empty. Just imagine walking into a room with dark gray walls. The light disappears. The air feels thick and cold. The design may be flawless, but you still feel the urge to leave. That feeling is your body reacting to stuck energy. It is a real response, not belief or superstition. The human body is naturally sensitive to energy. We can feel when a space is warm and safe, and we can sense when it is cold and heavy. When your home gives off cold energy, you gradually start to lose your spark, your motivation, and even the desire to stay in. And as your energy retreats, so does your financial luck. Many people think gray brings elegance and calm, but what they do not realize is that too much calm can become a state of energy shutdown. A prosperous home does not need to be noisy, but it does need a pulse movement of light, a gentle rustling of plants, the warmth of human presence. Dark gray removes all of that. It makes everything stand still, the air stops circulating, the light stops bouncing, and people stop interacting. Little by little, the wealth energy is drained out of the space without anyone noticing. What makes this worse is that dark gray is often used in areas with strong energy influence, like living room walls, large sofas, floors, or curtains. When these large surfaces are covered in dark gray, they act as energy blockers like walls that prevent air and energy from flowing. As a result, positive energy cannot spread throughout the house. Over time, the people living there start to lose motivation, feel unfocused, and become emotionally isolated, even if they have all the material comforts. Now you understand why dark gray can bring everything to a halt. But here is the more important question. Where does it do the most damage inside your home? Let us go deeper and explore the 3 areas that have the greatest impact on your financial energy. First, the main entrance. Your front door is not just an entryway, it is the starting point of all energy entering your home. Everything good, light, wine, opportunity, and luck passes through this doorway before it spreads into your living space. A bright, clean, and warm entrance is a sign that your home is welcoming abundance. In Feng Shui for wealth, the front door is known as the mouth of energy. It is where the house breathes in life force. When outside energy can enter freely, the airflow inside becomes smoother, helping you feel more at ease, supporting your work, and giving your life a boost. But when this area is blocked, the entire house loses strength, just like a body that cannot breathe deeply. That is why the color used in this area is absolutely crucial. When the entrance or hallway is painted dark gray, positive energy gets suppressed right at the doorstep. Dark gray absorbs light instead of reflecting it, making the space around the door feel still cold and lifeless. Anyone stepping into that home will sense a heavy atmosphere, even if they cannot explain why. Energy is like an honored guest. If it is welcomed by gloom, it hesitates or leaves. That is why homes with dark gray entrances tend to have fewer visitors, fewer celebrations, and a growing sense of quiet. It is not that people do not want to come, it is that energy does not want to enter. A dark gray front door is like slamming the door before luck even gets a chance to knock. If good energy cannot circulate, prosperity cannot come in either. A bright, warm, and inviting home is where abundance always wants to be. Second, the kitchen in Feng Shui. The kitchen is the heart of the home. It is the space that generates energy to nourish the entire household. From an energetic perspective, every meal, every bit of warmth from the stove is a form of living energy that helps keep your financial flow stable. A kitchen that is bright, warm, and lively is a strong symbol of abundance. But when the kitchen is dominated by dark gray tones, that energy starts to fade. Dark gray absorbs light and makes the space feel cold and lifeless. In a room that needs warmth, the presence of gray is like a thick fog that dulls the flame. People lose interest in cooking, they stop gathering around the table, and little by little, the energy of connection and the wealth energy that comes with it starts to disappear. I have seen many homes with kitchens designed in gray tiles or paint. At first, they look sleek and modern, but not long after, the family becomes quieter and the space grows colder. When they switch to warmer tones like cream soft yellow or natural wood and add warm lighting, the kitchen comes back to life. People talk more, laugh more, and the feeling of joy and abundance returns. The kitchen holds the flame, and dark gray brings the cold. When cold overpowers the flame, that is a sign your wealth energy is being damaged. If you want your income to grow and remain steady, start by keeping your kitchen bright, warm, and full of life. Because when the heart of the home is still burning, that home will never truly be poor. Third, the bedroom. The bedroom is the most private and quiet space in your home. It is where your body rests and your mind recharges after a day full of thinking, working, and facing the world. In Feng Shui for wealth, it is considered the energetic heart of each person, the source of vitality emotions, and the quiet wellspring of good fortune. If the front door is where energy enters and the kitchen is where it is sustained, then the bedroom is where energy is healed and reborn. When you sleep deeply with slow breathing and a peaceful mind, your body naturally begins to regenerate. During this process, personal energy is restored, like refueling a lamp so it can burn brighter the next day. But if your sleeping environment does not support you, that restoration process gets interrupted. You might sleep the full night, but still wake up tired, heavy, and emotionally off balance. That is a sign of energy being disrupted. Color plays a huge role in this. When a bedroom uses too much dark gray, the regenerative energy becomes weak. Dark gray does not nourish. It creates a sense of withdrawal, coldness, and excessive stillness. In that kind of space, people fall into a tired kind of silence, where emotions freeze, passion fades, and motivation slowly drains away. An ideal bedroom should feel warm and alive. It does not need to be flashy, but it should breathe with softness, gentle light, and soothing colors. Tones like cream pearl, white light, beige, or soft golden yellow can help calm the mind without dulling your energy. When those colors blend with warm lighting, the room becomes cozy and comforting, the kind of place where just walking in makes you feel safe and at peace. Now you understand why gray can slow down the energy flow in your home. And you might be wondering, my walls are painted gray, should I be worried? The answer is do not stress. With just a few simple adjustments, you can absolutely bring back the flow of prosperity stronger than ever before. First, add vibrant color accents. If your home already uses a lot of gray tones, do not panic or rush to repaint everything. Every space can be revived with just a few well-placed accents if you know how to reawaken the energy that has been sleeping. Positive energy is like light. It only takes one small ray to chase away the darkness. A splash of vibrant color, no matter how small, can warm up the entire room and bring it back to life. Start with something simple, a painting, a pillow, or a vase of brightly colored flowers. Red represents vitality and action. It wakes up the spirit in an otherwise muted space. Yellow brings warmth, joy, and the energy of abundance and optimism. Green channels the energy of nature, growth, renewal, and new beginnings. When these three colors appear against a gray background, they act like sparks melting a block of frozen energy, allowing air and movement to circulate throughout the space. The key is not how much color you use, but where you place it. Choose spots that are naturally eye-catching: the central wall, the main sofa, or the first area you see when entering the room. A red-toned painting, soft yellow curtains, or a pillow with fresh green tones, all of these can become energy entry points for the space. These accents are not just decorative, they help break the stillness of gray and bring back the home's rhythm and warmth. Once energy begins to move again, you will feel the difference. The room feels brighter, the air feels lighter, and your mood lifts almost instantly. That is not just your imagination, it is your body responding to the return of living energy. Remember, one well-placed pop of color can shift the entire mood of your home. Even if the room is wrapped in gray, just a little sunlight, through a painting, a cushion, a bouquet, or a small decor piece can shift the energy from stagnant to alive. And when energy begins to move, luck starts to find its way back in. Because in Feng Shui, where there is life, there is the flow of wealth. Second use, warm lighting. Lighting is the most powerful form of energy in any living space. It does more than help us see, it affects our emotions and the energy rhythm of every room. A home lit with warm golden light always feels more inviting, cozy, and full of life. When a space has a lot of gray or cool tones, warm lighting becomes the key to activating prosperity energy. Warm yellow light symbolizes the warm and alive element. It neutralizes cold energy, removes heaviness, and helps restore the natural movement of energy. Simply switching from harsh white lighting to soft golden tones can bring a room back to life, making it feel warmer, more intimate, and easier to breathe in. Warm lighting also deeply affects the mind. It helps the brain create feelings of comfort, safety, and enthusiasm, all emotional states that support wealth energy. When people feel good, they perform better, think more clearly, and attract more positive opportunities naturally. Just notice this at night: a home that glows with soft golden light always looks more alive and welcoming than one filled with cold white light. That glow sends out a warm invitation to the universe saying, "This space is open and ready for prosperity." If you want to activate your wealth energy even more, try creating multiple layers of lighting in your space: ceiling lights for general brightness, table or floor lamps for cozy corners, and candles or small accent lights for soft highlights. The layering of light creates an energetic rhythm that keeps the home from falling into a stagnant state. When warm light spreads through a space, it does not just brighten the room, it lifts the vibration of the entire home. And in that kind of space, abundance can start to return quietly but consistently. Third, bring in greenery. Nothing revives the energy of a home faster than the presence of plants. In modern Feng Shui, plants are symbols of life growth and the ability to regenerate energy. Wherever plants grow, energy begins to move like nature, breathing throughout your space. When a room is filled with dark gray tones or lacks natural light, energy tends to become stuck. Plants help break that stillness. Their gentle movement and natural color reintroduce the flow of life. The soft rustling of leaves, the glint of light reflecting off their surfaces, each of these moments helps energy circulate again, bringing the space back into harmony. You do not have to turn your house into a jungle. Just a few small potted plants in the right places, corners near windows or beside gray zones, can be enough to activate renewal. Plants like pothos, money plant, peace lily, or lucky bamboo are ideal choices. They are easy to care for, long-lasting, and carry vibrant energy. What matters most is keeping them healthy and fresh. A strong, healthy plant does more than decorate, it sends a clear message. There is life here. When the energy of plants and people harmonize, the home naturally becomes lighter, warmer, and more joyful. Try this: open the curtains in the morning, let the sunlight touch the leaves, and feel how the room instantly brightens. That is living energy, something no Feng Shui object can ever replace. Plants do more than clean the air. They clear your emotional space. They absorb tired, stale energy and return a frequency of vitality that helps you feel lighter, more focused, and more open. And when living energy grows inside your home, so does the energy of wealth. Because money stays only where life truly exists. When you begin to understand and adjust the energy within your home, you are not just changing colors or rearranging furniture. You are resetting the entire vibrational frequency of your life, from the way you think to the way you feel every single day. A space that is filled with light, warmth, and genuine vitality becomes the strongest foundation for prosperity to grow roots, to blossom, and to stay with you for the long run. It becomes a place where abundance feels at home. Feng Shui is not something mystical or magical. It is the gentle art of living in harmony with the natural rhythm of energy, where your home, your body, and your mind breathe together in balance. When that harmony exists, everything in your life begins to align naturally. Your work flows more smoothly, your health feels stronger, your relationships grow warmer, and even your thoughts become calmer, clearer, and more focused. Dark gray is a color that must be used with mindfulness and care. When it covers too much space, it quietly absorbs light, pulling the warmth out of the air and leaving behind a heavy, still vibration that slows the natural energy flow. But when you balance it with warm golden light, lively color accents, or a few thriving green plants, that frozen energy begins to melt away. Suddenly the space feels brighter, lighter, and the current of prosperity gently finds its way back into your home and into your life. When you choose to open your space to positive energy, you are also choosing to open your life to possibilities. A home that shines with light and warmth is a home that invites good fortune to come in and stay. And remember, wealth and abundance are not only about money or success on the outside. They start from the peaceful, loving, and open energy that lives within you. The more your heart glows with warmth, the more your home will radiate that same light back into your world. Before we wrap up, take a moment just for yourself. Head to the comments and write this affirmation. My home is filled with light, life, and prosperity. Even one simple declaration made with belief and intention can awaken the good energy already waiting inside your space. If you want to learn how to keep your money grow, your wealth, and nurture prosperity energy every single day, subscribe to the channel Master Han, Feng Shui for Wealth today. I will walk with you on this journey of turning your home into a place where abundance, peace, and lasting happiness take root and flourish. Because when the energy inside your home changes, your life will change too.